Okay, girl, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You're not ugly, you're just lazy. And before you get offended, I want you to hear me out, because what I'm about to say might actually change your life. Most people don't lack beauty, they lack effort. We scroll through social media looking at perfect faces, perfect bodies, and we often think to ourselves, why can't I look like that? Why wasn't I born looking like that? Why don't I have that body? Why don't I have those features? And it's usually not that that person is more attractive than you. Most of the time, it's just that they show up for themselves on a consistent basis and they actually put effort into how they look. There's a difference between being born with certain features and taking care of the ones that you have. If you're new here, hey girl, my name is Trinity and I'm pretty much your go-to girl for all things self-improvement. So whether you're trying to glow up mentally, physically, or emotionally, I make content for you. Today, I'm going to share a few things with you that you can do on a daily basis to be more attractive or to just look more put together in general. A while ago, I had this mindset shift, this realization that really changed my life. Changed the way I got dressed every day and how I presented myself to the world. I realized that people don't just wake up looking flawless. That realization was so freeing for me because it made me realize that I actually have some control over how I look. No, I may not have been born with certain facial features. No, I may not have been born with a certain body, but I can actually put in work to make what I have look a little bit better. I want you to ask yourself this. When was the last time you took care of your skin, worked out, styled your hair, put on a nice outfit, or got some beauty maintenance done? When was the last time? Contrary to popular belief, confidence is not just built in your head. It's built in the mirror every day through action. You don't need plastic surgery, whether it's on your face or your body. You need discipline, you need a routine, and you need a little bit more self-respect. Because when you respect yourself and you value yourself, you show up as the best version of yourself. And when you start taking care of yourself like someone you value, someone you respect, someone you love, you start looking better. Not only do you start looking better, but you also start feeling better. And then everyone around you will notice it. Again, glow ups come from intentional living. So here are a few things that you can do on a regular basis to appear more attractive and to just look a little bit more put together. I know y'all probably saw this one coming, but you want to make sure you are grooming yourself. Now, there are a lot of different things that go into grooming. So let's start off with brows. You can get your brows done. That is a simple way to look a little bit more put together, a little bit more attractive. I got my brows microbladed / shaded a few months ago, and honestly, I recommend everyone do that, especially if you're the type of girl who likes that filled in brow look, or if you just don't really have full brows naturally. Getting some type of semi-permanent brow service done is going to be a game changer for you. I don't wax, I don't thread. I simply just use a razor to get rid of any unwanted hair whenever I notice that my brow hairs are growing back. Aside from brows, you can get your lashes done. I am a lash tech for those of you who don't know, so if you're in Baltimore, definitely come see your girl. I was wearing lashes consistently for years, and I recently just stopped only because it was hard for me to film whenever I needed a fill. And I like being able to just pick up my camera whenever, wherever. So I was just getting annoyed by the fact that I couldn't film because I had a gap in my lashes. But if you are not a content creator, and even if you are, I definitely recommend lash extensions because they make you look more put together. Lashes are a powerful thing, okay? Not only can it complete your makeup look, but it can also just make you look instantly put together and instantly made up without any makeup at all. Now, I'm still doing something to my lashes even though I'm not wearing lash extensions. I recently caved and bought the Shiseido lash curler. I've been hearing about it a lot on TikTok and even from the YouTube girlies, and I was never really convinced because I'm like, a lash curler is not really going to make a difference, and it really can't be that different from if I do absolutely nothing to my lashes. But let me tell you, that thing really does make a difference, okay? I use it every single day, whether I'm doing a quick makeup look or nothing at all, and it makes me look a little bit more awake. Y'all know how like when you're used to wearing lashes, then you stop, you just look tired. But sometimes all you need is to curl those lashes up and to actually be able to see them from the front. You want to make sure you are getting your hair done, okay? And even if you're not going to the salon and getting your hair done, make sure you are putting some type of effort into your hair. If you're not new to my channel, you know that I love low maintenance hairstyles, styles that I can wear for a couple weeks that don't really require me to do a whole lot, like this right here. This curly flip over, I'm not gonna lie, I want to wear this hairstyle for the rest of my life. This is the most effortless put together style I've ever had, I think. I mean, we all know I love me a jet black middle part, some big effortless curls, but something like this, it literally looks like I was born with it, and it looks good every single day. Now, granted, maybe like once a week I'll refresh my curls like I did this morning, but you could do something like this. You can get you some glueless wigs that you can just throw on. You could even do a slick back bun, slick back ponytail, something that just looks put together. You don't want to walk out the house looking like you don't care. I think that's the rule of thumb. And then of course, get your nails done. I don't gotta tell you how to get your nails. You don't want to be walking around with chipped polish. You don't want to be walking around with broken nails. You don't want to be walking around with nails that are like 4 weeks grown out. No, keep your nails done and keep your toes done. All right, now let's talk about simple makeup because we just talked about grooming, and I feel like this kind of goes with grooming. Believe it or not, a lot of the prettiest girls you know are actually putting on some form of makeup every day. Not saying all of them do, but a lot of them do. Even if it's like 2 products, people who look very put together are doing a little something in the morning. When I realized this, I actually took time to create a simple makeup routine for myself, like a simple everyday makeup routine. Even as a former makeup artist, I always felt like I had to have a full face of makeup on if I was doing makeup. I didn't know how to just use a couple products. I didn't know how to just take 5 minutes. But you really need to have a routine for any occasion and any amount of time that you may have. So for example, on most days, if I'm just going to work or running errands, I'll put on some liquid blush, I'll put on some lip gloss, and I'll probably just go right out the door. Then there are days where I want to do a little bit more. Maybe I'll fill in my brow a little bit. I'll do some liquid blush. I'll put on some lip gloss, maybe a little lip liner. I might conceal some dark spots. And then I have days where I do a full-blown makeup routine. This has really changed the game for me because it allows me to feel my best and look my best no matter where I'm going and no matter how much time I have. Again, this is optional. You don't have to put on any makeup at all. But don't underestimate the power of just using a couple products. You don't have to do a full-blown face. You can use 2 or 3 products and it will definitely make a difference. It'll make you look a little bit more youthful, a little bit more alive, a little bit more awake. My friends make fun of me because I literally wear liquid blush every day. Like, it's not a game. Because I just feel like it ups my look a little bit without me having to do too much. Now let's talk about getting dressed. If you're not new to my channel, you know I'm always talking about putting effort into your outfit every day. And again, this is one of those things where it may look different every day. Some days you might put on a full-blown fit, and some days you might just have on a 2-piece set. But every day, you should be walking out the house not afraid for people to see you or not afraid to run into someone you know. You shouldn't be walking out the house on any given day like, oh, I hope no one sees me in the grocery store. I hope no one sees me at the gas station. No, you should be proud of how you look every day. Getting dressed on one day could be a sweatsuit, maybe on your cycle, and you just feel more comfortable in a sweatsuit. But a sweatsuit can look nice if you put effort into it. Don't walk out the house with it looking dingy and wrinkled and top and bottom not matching. You don't want to be throwing on no dirty shoes. You want your shoes to be clean. You want your clothes to be ironed. You don't want to walk around with stains on your clothes. Use a lint roller if you have to, especially if you're wearing black. Take the time to pick out your outfits, even if you have to do it the night before. It will make a difference in your appearance, and it will also make a difference in how you feel. I feel so much better now that I really put effort into my outfit every single day. I feel good when I walk out the door. I want people to see me. I want to run into somebody because I know I look good. This is another one I'm always talking about. You need to get a skincare routine. It doesn't have to be extravagant. You don't need a whole lot of products. It can be very simple as long as you are consistent with it. But make sure you're washing your face. Ain't no reason why y'all walking around with crust in your eyes and dried up slobber on your mouth. Like, we should not know that you just woke up. And stop walking around with your face ashy. Moisturize and use SPF. A very simple but effective skincare routine can look like cleanser, toner, serum, and moisturizer. I want to say SPF. I'm trying to keep it at 4 steps. But get you a moisturizer that has SPF in it, and then you only got 4 steps. As always, I'll link everything I use in my skincare routine down below in the description box. So if you're new to skincare and you want to try some new products, I definitely recommend everything that I use. I have recommended these products to so many people who were beginners in skincare, and they have all seen differences in their skin. I'm gonna add this last one in for a little razzle dazzle. But fix your posture. A lot of y'all walk around like this, expecting to be seen as attractive. Girl, sit up, poke that chest out, okay? Keep your head up high and walk like you think you that girl. It makes a difference. I'm telling you. Confidence is attractive. You don't have to have the same features as someone to be deemed as beautiful or to be deemed as attractive. Sometimes it's all in your confidence, how you carry yourself, how you walk, your demeanor, your personality, your smile. Smile every now and then. All these things can make you appear more attractive. I also have a video on habits of confident women. So if you want to know about some more habits that can make you instantly more attractive, check that video out. But all in all, you're not doing all these things for vanity. A lot of people think they're vain if they spend a lot of time getting ready, or if they actually put time and effort into getting dressed every day and putting on a little bit of makeup and getting your hair done and your nails and your lashes. But it's not about vanity. It's about presenting yourself to the world like you actually care about yourself. Again, you're not ugly. You're just not doing the work that everyone else is doing. And the good news is that means that you are in control. You can transform inside and out. You're literally one decision away from your glow up. Make sure you're implementing all these tips. Go make it happen. Okay, girl? I have a whole playlist on your physical glow up. I'll put it right here on the screen, so make sure you check that out for more videos like this one. And if this video hit home for you at all, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, share it with someone else who you feel like needs it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
is the